Hello. Hey, all right. Some folks are still here. Thank you for coming. How's everybody feeling? Good? Who went to Universal last night? Oof. Who's got a donut hangover? Anybody else? Man, that was rough. Anybody else figure out that it's a bad idea to drink a beer and then go on the Hulk? I figured that out the hard way. Now listen, I know that this is Friday. Man, we've been going for 5 days. That's a long time. And we're probably a little bit lethargic. So let's start off with a little exercise here. Don't worry, you don't have to move. If you were in my other session, I made people move around. I'm not going to do that to you today. But let's do this. Let's split the room here. So let's split the room in, I'll tell you what, we'll split it right on this side and that side. So over here we have the left, and then this is the right. Those are just directions. Everybody relax. All right, and then what I'll do is, I want this side, just make as much noise as you can, and then we'll do it over here on this side and see who can do it better. This side has more people, so you're just going to have to try harder. So let's just start here. Just give it to me. Come on. There we go. There we go. Stop. That's too much. Okay, now, over here. You ready? Okay, go. Very nice, very nice. All right. Sufficiently warmed up. I feel warmed up. This is taking your app to the next level with monitoring, performance, and scaling. 3 of the most exciting topics anyone likes to sit around and talk about at a dinner party. But I would like to tell you a story to start this off. On a warm July morning in 1962, in beautiful, beautiful Cape Canaveral, everything went horribly, horribly wrong. You see, at Cape Canaveral, NASA's headquarters was buzzing, and everybody was excited because they were launching something called the Mariner 1. Now, the Mariner 1 was the first in a highly anticipated series of unmanned vehicles that we were sending into space. This is 1962. An unmanned vehicle is a big deal. At the time, the U.S. was locked in a space race with the, at that time, USSR, and whoever could get to space first was seen as a huge accomplishment, not just for a country, but for the culture. And so it was a big deal. Now, this unmanned vehicle was going to fly, it was going to go to Venus and send pictures back to the Earth. They had been working on this for 10 years, and had spent more than $18.5 million, which is about $500 million in today's dollars. Now, the launch was flawless. The rocket sails off into the still dark early morning light in a perfectly planned launch arc, and the control room just explodes. I mean, there's crying and laughing and clapping, and people are going crazy. I mean, this is the pinnacle of technology. People can't even believe they lived to see this day. And while everyone is celebrating, one control engineer is watching the screen and has noticed that something is very, very wrong. You see, this rocket in its launch arc has suddenly gone dramatically off course. And it happened so fast, they didn't really have enough time to respond. So everybody would go scrambling back to their desks. They're trying to figure out what's going on. They're making phone calls. They're writing on notepads. What had happened? They had these very complex guidance systems because the hardest part of getting this rocket to fly was actually getting it out of orbit. From there on, it was rather easy. But they had a problem because the rocket is now no longer going to space. It's actually coming back down towards Earth, and it's going towards the Atlantic shipping channel. So at this point, they had to make a difficult choice because the only other choice that they had was to go manual control. Now again, remember, this is 1962. The technology is quite a bit different. And so they pondered the possibilities of trying to manually pilot this thing into orbit. They weren't even sure if they could do it, but they had no other choice. And so they scrambled to get these launch commands in order because remember, it's not a joystick. They're actually issuing launch commands to the rocket to control the trajectory. And they're doing that on the fly. And so they do it. They decide, they flip the switch, turn off the onboard guidance systems, and begin to send the rocket manual commands. The rocket receives and processes the commands and completely ignores all of them, every one. In fact, it actually gets worse. Now, this is about 5 minutes after the launch. All of this takes place in 5 minutes. Anybody here know this story, the story of the Mariner 1? Anybody, any hands? They did resolve this problem. You know how they did it? They blew it up. It's the only thing they could do. They can't control it. It's coming back down. It's over the Atlantic Ocean. It's not going to hurt anyone, but there are ships and things out there. We can't be too safe. And so they decide to blow it up. They blow it up in a big firework over the shipping channels. You could see it from the shipping channels. That was one of the biggest catastrophes of the U.S. space program. But you see, the Mariner 1 was doomed before it ever left the ground. Millions of lines of code, one of them contained a mathematical function. One character, something called an overline bar. We call it a hyphen. And that function would not work without that overline bar. Without the overline bar, the rocket treated every command that it received, no matter whether it was from the ground or the control systems, as guidance, and would overcorrect, and that's why it came back down. They couldn't figure that out in the 5 minutes, otherwise they might have been able to adjust their equations. One character, often referred to as the most expensive keystroke in history, a hyphen. My name is Speaker, apparently. My name is Burke Holland, and I work at Microsoft as a cloud advocate. Now you're probably asking yourself, what is a cloud advocate? That sounds made up. It kind of is. Shh, don't tell anyone. Our job is to advocate for you as developers inside of Microsoft and for Microsoft inside of the community. And just like you, I'm a technologist. I'm a developer, to be exact, and as we all know, right, this is not news to you. You know this. One bad character can break software. We know this. We deal with this every day. Now, you might not be writing code for rockets. I know I'm not. But you don't need to have to blow up a rocket to lose $500 million, do you? You don't. Any software that supports production systems that have revenue attached can cause serious losses if it's down for even a short amount of time. But this story actually, believe it or not, is not about the Mariner rocket, and it's not even about me. It's about this guy. This is Bob. Bob works for a company called Tailwind Traders, which you may have heard about. It's kind of a big deal. Tailwind Traders is the largest fictional company that's ever existed. Has recently acquired Northwind. Anybody remember Northwind? Yeah, okay, so listen. Nancy DeValio and Andrew Fuller got huge payouts. They're now retired. Tailwind is now where it's at. Now, Bob is a software developer at Tailwind Traders. And he is part of the team that maintains the back-end systems of the Tailwind Traders application. He also maintains the front end of Tailwind Traders. He also writes Crystal reports and SQL queries and stored procedures and really anything else that needs to be. Anybody else find themselves in that sort of a scenario? Yes, me too. I think that's all of us. I like it when people are like, I'm a front-end developer. I'm like, oh, how lucky for you. The rest of us are having to write code only God knows where. This is their website. They've recently rewritten it, and they're quite proud of it. They have a large network of stores and a wide variety of customers and a big number of purchases happening every second all over the globe. And because they have deployments in geographies that are so distributed, they operate on a global scale, meaning they have data centers in multiple places to serve their users correctly. And just like a lot of most big retail outfits out there, web commerce is really the the backbone of their revenue. That's where most of it comes from. And this means that their production environment it really is their business. It's the main artery of the business, if you will. Availability, performance, uptime. I mean, this is the lifeblood of the business, to use a cliche. So this is their site. They've recently rewritten it. The entire front end is written in React. So they feel very good about that. And they've also leveraged artificial intelligence, as you can see here, allowing users to search by a photo. So they're very much on the cutting edge of technology. They're trying to do things the right way. They're really trying to modernize and get their business into the new technological age. So this is what their architecture looks like. So this is the front end. This is the React logo, if you're not familiar with React there. And Tailwind uses a React application on the front end. So that's what's running in the browser. And this React application is served up from Azure and the cloud using a .NET Core web server. So this .NET Core ASP.NET server is serving up the actual site. So that's when you hit the address, .NET Core serves up the site here. Now, all this looks super clean and relatively simple. But in any case, in every case, whether it's an application, a real-world application, somewhere behind that application is a bunch of bubblegum and baling wire holding it all together. Am I right? There is. Now, for them, that's this thing back here called a Kubernetes cluster. So in the cluster, they've got things like SQL Server, they've got some Oracle servers, they've got some third-party software. Basically, all of their technical debt is assembled inside of this cluster, and they serve up the data to the front end via this back-end Kubernetes cluster where all their services are running. So they have a big mix of technologies. They're a big enterprise shop. You've probably seen this architecture before. Now, Bob. Well, Bob is on the hook for all of this here that you've seen. And he's by no means the only developer, but he is a developer at Tailwind. And like all developers, when something goes wrong, the closest person around when that thing happens is now the person who is responsible for fixing the problem. So take a minute and look deep into Bob's eyes, because Bob has seen some rough days. And today, well, Bob doesn't know it yet, but today is his Mariner rocket day. Okay. So Bob comes in on Monday morning, usually around 9:30. He's not an early riser. And he hasn't even sat down in his chair when he's got this very bizarre feeling that someone is standing over him. And so he looks over his shoulder, and I'll just let you read this in your head in a volume that's like just short of a scream, but still louder than a yell. So their entire e-commerce site has stopped functioning. And it turns out, they now know it's hard to sell products on the internet if your site's not working. Now, this isn't exactly the same as a Mariner rocket, but it's kind of close, right? There's not a rocket coming back down to Earth, but possibly Tailwind Traders' business and definitely Bob's career arc at this point. All right, so Bob's got to figure out what to do about this. So he comes up with a plan. This is his plan. Now, mostly this was done in a moment of panic, but he's a logical guy. He's got things separated out. This is what he's going to do. First, he's going to identify the issue. Is the database not working? Is the app down? What is it exactly that's going wrong? This is usually the hardest part, is finding out exactly what it is that's going wrong. It's easy to see that things aren't functioning, but what is the exact issue? The second thing he's got to do is figure out how to fix it. Now, that's usually relatively easy. If you see that you're missing an overline bar, it's easy to add the overline bar back. That's not hard. And then he has to fix it. Now, this is often difficult because you have to redeploy in order to redeploy the fix. However, if your site's down, you've not got much to lose. And then the last thing that he's going to do is he's going to put in precautionary measures to make sure that this never happens again, because Bob does not need this sort of drama in his life. All right, so let's take a look at the site. Assuming we're Bob here, and we're going to head out to our site and take a look and see what the issue might possibly be. So let's do that. All right. So here's their site. So he comes here, refreshes, looks fine. Scroll down. Let's see what the problem is. Tell you what, let's go to Power Tools and see. All right, we'll just wait for this to load. And all right. All right, so we have definitely got a problem here. The site looks like it's functional, but it's actually not, okay? There's something that is completely broken here, and we need to figure out what that is. So sure enough, the site is down. It looks like it's up, but it's not. All right, so where do we go from here? Well, the first thing that Bob is going to do here is he's going to look at application insights. So they're using Azure Application Insights to get telemetry on their application. So Application Insights is a piece of a service that's called Application Performance Monitoring, or APM. You might hear APM. So it would be Azure Monitor as an APM. Application Insights is a piece of APM. And in most cases, it can automatically gather, analyze, notify, and even alert as to the problems. It's not done that here, but it can do that. Now, Application Insights runs on the server, and it runs in the browser, providing insights into the front end and the back end systems, and you can even get insights on database and storage systems. It also has customizable dashboards and a web-based front-end interface that also supports exporting data for analysis by proprietary or third-party systems. In other words, if you don't want to use Azure tools to do it, you can get the data out and use some other tool to do it. All right, so what exactly can they monitor with Application Insights? Lots of different things. I mean, they can monitor the usual stuff like request rates, response rates, failure times. They can also monitor things like exceptions. So this would be your telemetry, stack traces, things of that nature, crash reporting. They can also do page views and load performance. So they can actually see how long it's taking pages to load on the client side. In other words, doing browser side telemetry. Because sometimes the problem looks like it's in your application, but it's not. It's in the browser. And those are hard things to separate. And then it can also do performance of the CPU and the memory that you're using inside of Azure, which you're going to want to know about because that's where you're spending your money. And then lastly, you can create custom events and metrics if the ones that you need are not in Application Insights. Okay, let's take a look at how we can enable that for their application. So we're actually going to go into Tailwind Traders code base here. Here it is. And we would clone that, and we would pull this down onto our local machine. So that's what Bob has done here. Now, how many people are using Visual Studio Code? By show of hands. Several folks. Now, who's using it to do C# development? A few folks. Everybody else doing JavaScript development? Show of hands for JavaScript? Okay, so more people doing JavaScript. Now, in this case, they're actually doing everything inside of VS Code. So they're doing JavaScript, and they're doing .NET Core. And as you can see, I'm on a Mac, and Bob's on a Mac too. That's important because all of those things are cross-platform. Now, in this case, the first thing that they need to do is they need to install the Application Insights package for React, because we're going to instrument the front end here. So you can see that we've done that here, right here on line 7, Application Insights. So you can see we have Web and React. So Web is the generic package, and React is the one that gives you telemetry specifically for React applications. Because single-page apps don't function like regular web pages, they function like applications. And so you need to be able to hook into things like routing, which is handled on the front end. Now, once they do that, they would run this npm install here to actually pull in the Application Insights client to get these things in their application. And then if we look at the telemetry client here, you can see here on initialize, they're passing in this App Insights instrumentation key. And everything revolves around the key. The key is really what you need to instrument your application. And then once they're in app.js, they're actually passing in this configuration service that contains the application key, and then they just automatically get insights inside of their React application. And if you're wondering where that key comes from, they're actually keeping their keys in Azure Key Vault. If you didn't know this, Azure Key Vault is a secure place to put sensitive information like an App Insights key, which anybody who has that key could then log insights to your instance. So where does this key come from? How do we get this key? Well, let's jump over to the portal here, and let's take a look. So let's go into our, tell you what, let's pick one of our front-end sites here. and we'll load that up in the portal. By the way, have y'all seen this new feature in Edge? This is Edge, Chromium-based Edge, this little lists feature over here on the side. It's really nifty. You just take a bunch of sites that you like and you create lists with them, and then you can save them. I don't know. Maybe I'm more excited about it than I should be, but I thought it was very cool. I know exactly. Thank you. These are the kinds of things that impress me. I'm like, virtual reality? Nah. Lists of links? Awesome. All right, so let's take a look here. If we go inside of our front end, so we're looking at the front end. We're now in the front end app service instance for this application. So let's click on Application Insights here, and this will take us to the Application Insights page for our app. And you can see that here. And you can see that in order to turn this on, what they're going to do is they're going to say enabled. And for .NET, look at the stuff that you get by default. By default, you get profiling, you get snapshot debugging, you can even track SQL commands. You don't have to do anything other than turn it on. That's it. You don't have to wire your application up in any way, shape, or form. You just turn it on. Now, for Node, or for something like React, you have to implement it manually, which is what you just saw we did by walking through the code there. All right, so if we look at our data here, we'll see, if you take a look here, right there is our instrumentation key. So this is the value that they put into their application to go ahead and track their data. Now, once they've got this key inside of their application, they can begin to look at the data that might be coming in. So let's do that. Let's come back over here to our application map. And let's take a look. And what this is going to do is it's going to load a virtual map of the application. So you can see here that we've got two endpoints. So we've got two front-end instances. One actually runs in the US and one runs in Australia. And this is because while we have made a lot of technological improvements, we still cannot beat the speed of light. And therefore, if you want things to be fast in Australia, the best way to do that is to put them in Australia. If you make people come all the way to the US data center to do that, there's going to be some latency, and you can blame that on Einstein. Now, we can also see back here in the back that we've got some other stuff going on. We can see calls and things of that nature that are going to our back end. If I come over here to Smart Detection, we can click here to see Smart Detection. And this setting here can actually help you get automatic detection for certain things in your application. In other words, here's a good example. You might have calls that fail on occasion, and that's normal. Okay? However, if you begin to fail routinely and often on a certain call or a certain API, this will pick that up, the smart detection, and can tell you automatically, hey, this keeps failing and that doesn't look right. In other words, it's monitoring your application. It knows that a small amount of errors are normal, but a large amount are abnormal. We could also get a live metric stream. So if we come here, it's going to connect to our application, and we could watch these things come in. And as you can see here, you'll begin to see things come in from our front end here. So you can see requests coming in, and server time, request duration, things like that. Although everything looks relatively normal here. All right, so we've successfully wired up application insights for our application here. All right. So now what we need to do is we need to figure out from this application what is the exact problem that's happening here. So we've seen that there is a problem. We've got the tooling to go ahead and look at that problem, but we still don't know exactly what that problem is. So if we go back to our application insights instance, let's do that. We're switch back. All right. So let's do this. Let's come over here and look at our application map. All right. Now, you probably saw this when I was here the first time, but you see that red box there? That's sort of an obvious indicator that we have an issue. They didn't make it red because they like the color red. They're trying to tell us something. All right, so we have some calls here that have failed. So what we need to be able to do is to drill into this. So I'm going to click on this right here, and it will actually drill into what we're looking at here, and you can see we've got 14 failures here. Now, if I was to click on this number, this will go ahead and it will bring us to sort of a more granular look at what's going on here. And you can see that we've got the failed calls there in the bottom. Now, there's a couple of different ones that are failing. It looks like navbar/me is failing, shopping cart is failing. Everything looks to be failing for some reason. And we can drill into this even more. If I pick, let's pick this one right here. If we look at this one here and we say, drill into this one, what it's going to do is it's going to give us a sample query into the log data. It says, I think you need this. So if we click on this query here, this will actually open up our Query Explorer, and we could run this query, and you can see that we're getting back some more granular information here, like the fact that it's an AJAX call, and then we can see the full endpoint here. Now, some of you may have already spotted this, but it doesn't look to me like, I'm going to zoom in on this, I'm going to guess AKS backend endpoint does not look like a valid URL. That looks more like an environment variable. It looks like we shipped environment variables to production and they didn't get swapped out for whatever reason. Who knows why that might happen? All right, so that's a relatively simple issue to fix. But remember, it's always simple once you find the issue. The fix is always simple. So let's do that. We're going to need to update our application settings. So let's come to our front end here. We'll start with the East. Let's get East US, and then let's go to configuration. And then what we want to do is pop in our correct values. So it's almost as if I was ready for this failure. I'll just, almost as if all of this was pre-planned. And then we'll wait for configuration to come up, and then you can see here, these are all of our application settings for this app. And if I click on them, you can see the value there, right there. So what we want to do is just edit this. We can do that in the portal here, so I'm just going to click edit. And then let's come here and pull this out, paste this in. Looking good. And then let's go ahead and make that same change on this one. So we'll take this out. Changing things on production, what could possibly go wrong? Is that right? Did I get those right? Yeah, looks good. All right, then we'll save this. And then we have another application that we need to change this on as well, because we have an East US and an Australia one. Now, we could do that from here. The other option that we have is to do that directly from our editor, because why not change production settings from your editor? That's never a bad idea. So let's go to our Australia East setting here. Let's go ahead and I'm going to refresh because this data looks just a tad stale. Let's click our refresh button here and let this warm up. But we can actually see our application settings directly from inside of VS Code. And hopefully our Wi-Fi is responding quickly enough here. Otherwise, we may have to jump out and do this in the browser. But normally, you can change these things directly from within VS Code. You don't have to be in the Azure portal to do that. You can also do it from the CLI, whatever works best for you. We're taking a little bit longer than I like here, so let's just do it in the browser. We're just going to do the same thing that we did for the East region, for US East. And we will go ahead and update those settings. Hopefully, if the Wi-Fi comes back soon enough. Give it just a second here. Come on, Azure portal. Don't let me down. All right, tell you what, we'll let that load. We'll go ahead and move on. Check back in with Bob. We don't want to leave Bob hanging. All right, so you'll want to check out the docs for application insights. You can do that at your leisure because reading docs is, of course, everybody's favorite thing to do. So you want to make sure that you can do that, especially if you're having trouble sleeping. But for real, this is a great place to get more information about application insights, all the stuff that you can do with it. All right. Bob's feeling pretty good. So he's got the thing instrumented. He's got data flowing into the dashboard. Things are looking all right. Now, what are the kinds of things that we can do from here? Well, in the application that we've got, we don't just have a front end, but we've also got a back end. And the back end is inside our Kubernetes cluster. And the Kubernetes cluster is not something that we can instrument with application insights. It's a little bit more complicated. We got containers in there. We got servers in there. I mean, we have a data center back there that needs to be instrumented. And so, as I mentioned before, application insights is really it is a piece of a larger puzzle, which is application or Azure Monitor, rather. And with Azure Monitor, we can monitor all sorts of things besides just the front end. So we can actually monitor our Kubernetes cluster with Azure Monitor. We can see the health of containers, when they came down, when they went back up, all sorts of things. We can also visualize all of the data that's in there with things like dashboards and views and Power BI. We can also use the telemetry that's stored there. We can export it and look at it with third-party tools. And we can get all of the data in one place because there's a lot of value adds on top of that when all of the data from your organization is in one spot. All of the logging, all of the telemetry. It just makes it very easy to report on it. All right. So what kind of data does Azure Monitor collect for Tailwind traders? Well, it collects a lot of stuff. Let's see here. They get application logs for their web apps because remember, App Insights is part of Azure Monitor. What else can they do? Well, they can do OS metrics, so they can get operating system level metrics. If you're a person that loves monitoring, that's kind of exciting. And they can also do container metrics. How many people in here are working with containers right now, just as a show of hands? And okay, and for those people that are working with containers, how many people do in Kubernetes? A few folks. That's a weird word for me. The first time I heard that, I was like, that sounds like a child's toy, like a learning toy that you'd give to a kid. Like, hey, play with these Kubernetes blocks, kid, learn something. But no, apparently it's actually a container monitoring service where it monitors all of the containers that you've got, and it tells you when any of them are or might be down. All right, so let's jump back over here to our application. And let's go into our configuration here and take a look at our configuration settings on Australia East. If we can get them to load. There we go. And then what we want to do is we want to just go ahead and fix these front-end values as well. So I'm going to pull this out. Oops. We need the correct URL here, so let's grab this. Go ahead and paste this in. Didn't quite get it. There we go. And then let's get out of that. There we go. That's what we want. And then let's grab this one too. All right, pull this out. All right, so we've updated all of our APIs here. We've got our settings right. Let's go ahead and save that. And then what we're going to want to do now is restart our front ends. So let's come to the overview here and click Restart. Yep. I definitely want to restart. And then let's grab our other front end and restart that as well, which I believe was East US. Yep. So let's do overview. We'll restart this one. There we go. So now we've restarted both of our front ends. We've made our configuration changes. So hopefully at this point, the application is working and Bob is not actually going to get fired. So let's take a look at that. Let's get our application URL here, which is just this. And go ahead and paste it in. And hopefully, it comes back online. And we're in the clear, working. Everything should be fine. Waiting. Come on. Bob's got a family to feed, Azure. Let's go. Anybody in here already using Application Insights or Azure Monitor? Lots of folks. All right. People monitoring containers? What about my React people? Front-end developers, React, Vue developers, Angular developers, jQuery developers? Logic apps. All right. That's a good one, too. All right. So the site's back. So everybody cross your fingers. Moment of truth. Let's go to oh, thank God. All right. Listen. For a minute there, I thought we were not going to be able to sell wooden commodes. I mean, if you're remodeling a bathroom, why not? All right, so that's good. Bob's feeling pretty good. He's ready to go in and say, look, I fixed the problem. We're good to go. But, just to make sure that he actually has, he's like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and log in here. So let's log in. He is already logged in. So let's go back. I'm just going to click Add to List on this and just make sure that the cart up here works. So let's go ahead and add it. Add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. Dear God, please. Nope. All right. So we still have a problem. We've identified a problem, we fixed it, and things are still not going our way. All right. Now, if you're like me, the first thing that you do when a website doesn't work is you open the developer tools, the browser tools. And we take a look at the network. And by the way, here's a little tip. If you click this XHR tab here in the DevTools, it will give you just your AJAX requests and not the other garbage that might be coming across the line, like CSS files, things like that. Very handy for trimming down and seeing just what you need to see. Believe it or not, I only figured that out like 6 months ago. So let's go ahead and click Add to Cart. And all right, we've got this failed, so let's take a look at it. And I'm just going to check the headers to see if it's got the same problem the other did where the URL was broken. Nope, that looks correct. All right, now what do we do in a scenario where everything looks correct, but yet it's still not working? Well, this is where Azure Monitor comes in and really helps us out. So let's go back over to our application here, and let's go to Azure Monitor. And let's take a look at our Kubernetes cluster. For those of you who are new to Kubernetes, this is going to be a whole new world for you. I hope you enjoy the ride. So let's go to Monitor Containers here. And this will pull up our Kubernetes cluster, and we can actually see the health of our containers. As you can see here, everything looks fairly okay. And then we can drill in from the cluster down to the nodes that are inside the cluster. Those look good. No problems there. I see 2 green check marks. I don't know anything about Kubernetes, so I'm going to assume that's fine. And then we can go down further than that and look at the controllers inside the cluster. Those look fine. That looks good. Right? This is when it gets irritating, is when things look fine. And then let's go down to the actual container level. So we're looking at the different containers. And if we scroll down here, yeah, that doesn't look good. So we got a warning here. Let's drill in on this. And okay, so there's some information, but we need more. The best way to do that is to look at the container logs. And this will actually drop us into the logs for this specific container. And it's got a query that it's going to go ahead and run for us, which it just did, and then it shelled out the information below. All right, so Azure Monitor right now providing the value of us not having to go and try to dig up all this log information ourselves. Now, if I come through here and look, we can see we've got a lot of errors, that looks bad, connection refused, that doesn't sound good. Let's see here, address 127.0.0.1. I'm pretty sure that's not right. Port 8081, Cosmos is going to use localhost. Yep, okay. So obviously, we have made a similar error somewhere else in the cluster, which is that we have not promoted this application to production. It is still running as if it is running somewhere locally on someone's machine, some other developer here. So how do we fix this? Well, to fix that, we're going to go into the Kubernetes dashboard. If you have not seen a Kubernetes dashboard before, you're about to be in luck. So we're going to pull up the Kubernetes dashboard locally. If you're a Kubernetes administrator, you'll be like, I know what that is. I've seen that many, many times. For everyone else, this will be your first foray into Kubernetes. So here it comes. It's going to pop up. So this is what it looks like. Or my Kubernetes people are like, yep, I've seen that a billion times. All right, so let's go to our config maps here. And this will show us our different containers. And actually, if we look at, let's go back. Yep, so this one right here, this one, back off, restarting failed. If we go to config maps here, we can take a look at the configuration for this container, which is this one here. And let's just edit it. And if you scroll down, yep, our host is empty. So this is where our connection string is supposed to be. It's not there. So let's go ahead and fix that by pasting in the correct connection string, which is here. So let's grab this, paste this in, and click update. Now, I'm about to show you the magic of Kubernetes. You want to know what Kubernetes does? I'll show you. Let's go to pods. Watch this. delete this one, and watch this. It starts a new one. Now you know Kubernetes. That's what it does. You are now an expert. Everyone come by for your certificate. It restarts containers when they go down. Brilliant thing. All right, so now we've got this container, we've restarted it, and it's green. Good. We're up and running. It's no longer failing. Now, what are the chances our front end is fully functional? Let's go back and find out. I'm nervous. I'm legitimately nervous. I've talked this up so much that what if it doesn't work? What if this story ends with Bob in a bad place in life? All right, so let's go to, this time let's go to electrical. I panicked a little bit. I don't know if you did. All right, now let's get some of these sheer white curtains, and we'll click Add to Cart. Add to Cart. Add to Cart. Yes, it's working. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the false impressiveness. All right, so we've got Azure Monitor working. You'll want to take a look at the docs for that. We've got some great docs that explain it a lot better than I do. And we've got the site working again, which is awesome. We've already talked about what Azure Monitor for Containers provides, which is keeping track of containers in a cluster, reviewing your CPU, configuring alerts. And what does Kubernetes do? Restarts containers. That's right. Everybody's got it. All right, so Tailwind Traders is back up. Bob's saved. He doesn't have to go out and look for another position. So remember, if we go back to his plan, he identified the issue by using application insights. He was able to troubleshoot by using the application map as well as Azure Monitor. And he was able to fix it by fixing the connection strings and identifying that we did not promote this app to production. The last thing he wants to do is take some prevention measures. So if you remember, there's two sites, a US site and an Australia site, one for each part of the world. And if you notice, I don't know if you might have noticed this, but see how it says East US at the top? That's which node we're hitting here. So if I come here, what I can do is I can actually take, oh, I got to switch my screen. Thank you very much. So it says East US here. So what we can do is we can actually use something called Azure Front Door that will load balance these things, and it will send people to the correct location. So if I refresh here, you'll see that no matter how many times I refresh, I always hit East US because I'm in the US. And for Australia people, they'll always hit East Australia. And now here's the cool thing. If Australia goes down, those people get East US. The application stays up. So Front Door is very, very good for keeping redundancy and acting as a load balancer. It also does health checks on things that are running. So in case one of our servers does go down, it will notify us because it will know and it will direct all of our traffic to the correct place. All right, so that's been your whirlwind tour of Tailwind Traders and their problems here. Again, we're just looking at Front Door. These are the things that Front Door can do for them, which is load balancing, content delivery, and doing their health checks. All right, lastly, more docs, because that's what you need. Don't worry, we'll get you the links for all of this stuff. You don't have to remember it. We've got great docs on Front Door. All right, so just to recap, we instrumented our app with application insights. We used Azure Monitor to troubleshoot and fix the app. And then we use Azure Front Door to give us redundancy, load balancing, and to prevent this type of thing from happening in the future. By the way, if you haven't visited our Learn modules, you should do that. We've got some great ones out there, including ones for monitoring here, so you can get to that. We've got some upcoming sessions. You want to go to this one, insert related session name, sounds really good. It's in room location, in case you're wondering where. It looks like the only one you have left to go to is APPS50 at 3:15. No, that was yesterday. All right, good luck getting to that one. And remember, you can get a certificate. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.